Anna.
I'm Ben.
Proud to say welcome to our channel.
Today we're watching Rezero shorts, more of them. The break time shorts from season 1 were absolutely incredible. Here's the situation. This time we're going to be watching season 1 PETIT shorts, but I understand they're not as important, or they're not as emphasized or watched maybe as the break times, and so apologies that we're watching them instead of going right to season 2 of break time, but we are definitely going to be watching the season 2 and season 3 break time. Definitely. However, we are unsure if we're going to be able to put them on YouTube. Maybe we'd host them on... We're definitely going to host them on Patreon. Hopefully we're going to be able to put them on YouTube because of the legality of fan subs and how people want to deal with that copyright-wise. We're trying to figure out, but we're going to watch them, and we're excited for them. But for now, let's watch Rezero PETIT Season 1. Are we in Return by Death?
Teacher Amelia?
We're in a different isekai.
We weren't really going to school before the contents of Rezero Season 1. You would be sent to the principal's office.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Never.
Never.
What? Packaging. Yeah.
Well, it would probably be very distracting if she brought Puck to school.
Tell me Puck exists in this world. Beautiful. The principal?
That makes sense.
I wanted him to be in his giant form.
Ooh.
Good question.
Yeah, where do we go after this?
Felt. In this world.
Of course.
Betty's gonna be the librarian, right?
Oh, I hope so. That sounded like Betty. Self-proclaimed teacher.
Talk down to me, then pick me up.
What's with giving your teachers nicknames?
This makes the most sense. The Twitch.
Oh no. Oh no! Dude, I hate tickles. Hate it.
Felt's experienced it before, look at her. Not in this
Talking
world.
nonsense.
What?
Like
Mayo?
mayo?
Look at the painting.
I know, it's starting off strong with that painting.
Yes!
It's a real maid cafe.
ご主人様はとても素敵ですよ。
姉様の反応がメイドとしてはいただけないじゃなくて、俺がご主人様ってシチュエーションは良い、すごく良い。
ご主人様、早く欲しいのだけれど。
We do not hear this
メニ
often.
ューはどれ
500円でご主人様のためにラムが特別にポーズ
Ooh, do that.
そういうのだよ、そういうの。せっかくだし頼むよ。それは超少
It's within character.
するもんじゃないのか。
姉様はいい
People would pay for that.
M
My
さん
sister's
People
always
would
cute.
pay for
味
that.
方になってくださいません。まったくありえねえ。メイド喫茶なんだからちゃんとメイドのサービスしてくれよ
希。望に応じてメイドサービスをしてもいいわ。
そう来なくっちゃ。どんなサービスなの？例えば
例えば拳で脳天をかち割る。
それはメイド違いだ。
姉様とレムが行う
Underworld is hell?
リピーターはいませんが、今まで一度もクレームが来たことはないです。
すいません。
Now this is a cafe.
Is
I
that
would
Fearless?
visit- Yeah.
おいおい、ロリがウェイトレスなんて労働基準法に引っかかるだろう。
First a teacher.
ってことはここはゴスロリ喫茶。
It's not really. Manager.
Makes
Makes sense.
sense.
あからさまに嫌な予感がする店長来た。
失礼な言い方やな。喫茶店に来たんやろ。何か頼んでってな。
そうだな。
What is this menu?
Potatoes.
No, no.
当店一番人気ニャンニャンオムレツ。
Yes.
だけで危ないな。
大丈夫に決まってるかしら。こんな健全な店を捕まえて失礼もいいところなのよ。
注文するよ。じゃあこの一番人気のニャンニャンオムレツで。
入りました。喜んでなのよ。
ノリが喫茶店じゃなくね。
にゃ
待て。
Why are we making him carry it?
ニャンニャンオムレツってそういう意味か。
うにゃーん。パックちゃんはオムレツを運んでいます。
He's so
こ
strong.
こは猫喫茶。
その通りかしら。
猫が運ぶにはサイズでかすぎねえ。
にゃん
言葉が話せないなんて。
いや、話せるけど。
おい。それでは。
いただきま
お前が食うのかよ。
Is that part of the experience? Oh my god.
当然じゃない。
話すかどっちかにしろ。食べるのかよ。
Is that the unseen hand?
ここに落ちてるコイン届かねえか。
Oh,
来いぞ。
I'm loving all the background.
Okay, so let's do some claw machines, some skee
手
ball,
だ
some
けじゃな
DDR.
くて頭まで突っ込む勢いだった。
人のやつが。
ラインハルトがいるのか。
Please.
A contest!
You can get more tickets.
言うことを一つ聞くって。
今の状況は。てる時点でお察しなんだけどな。
だってあいつひでえんだぜ。スロットもルーレットもでカチャンカチャンってやったらダイスが回ってきてジャラジャラって落ちてくるやつも。
なんかこいつ。
何やらしてもやべえって反則だろ。
なんかそういうカゴあんのかな。ゲームセンターのカゴとか。
God, I wish I had that.
あんまり使いどころが
Yes, it does.
It's useful.
今の私には必要なカゴだ。
まだ諦めるのは早えぜフェルト。諦めの悪い男異世界ランキング連続1位の夏木スバルだ。
True.
コインが1枚でも残ってる限り俺は決して諦めない。
でも今の私にはこのコイン
ゲームって地道に増やしていくしかないんだよな。
私思いついちゃった。
エミリアタンのこの手の思いつきはへっぽこな予感しかし
I
ない。
don't know.
何か言ったスバル。
いいえ何も言ってません。
Yeah, don't judge it before it comes out of her mouth. What's the idea?
でしょ。私一番コインがたくさん出る機械知ってる。
マジか。それどの機械？
It's gonna be like a fountain that people throw coins in.
お、あれにお金入れたらコインがジャラジャラ出てきたの。姉ちゃん。
エミリアタン。
ゲームじゃん。
エミリアタンマジへっぽこ。
That's better than her getting into a fountain and getting some coins out that people threw in there. I want to play this claw machine
Still
so bad.
looking?
届かねえか。
デジャブ。
こんなことしてる時間。
Greed that isn't a pig's.
のやつと
またかよ。
人形ゲットできるか勝負してんだ。
やっぱ仲良しごちそうさ
Old
ま。
Man Rom.
Oh, I was about to say, is it Old Man Rum?
ラインハルトはゲットしまくってるのにフェルトは全然取れねえ。
するしかねえんだよ。
Priscilla
その負け犬の遠吠えが聞こえるの。今私忙しい。
would be great at claw games.
これでもか。
Oh,
このような遊び時期にも等しいわ。
マジかすげえ。何やらせて
She doesn't even need a divine protection for
う
it.
るさい貴様らのたわごとが耳に入った。どうしてもこの人形を手に入れたい。ならば これを貴様にくれてやろう。
But at what
こ
cost?
れが欲しい。そしてそれはやることは一つじゃ。
Grovel.
いや
Peasants.
サンキュープリシラートラベルト
下げんなよ。
おいちょっと頭下げたら済む話じゃねえか
It's about pride.
そうじゃ。頭を下げたら人形は手に入るかもしれない。でもこの勝負はあくまで私とラインハルトとの勝負なんだ。取ったものを分けてもらって勝つってのはうまく言えねえけど、なんか違うと思う。
You don't need to try to explain.
ちっぽけな矜持が勝るか。
I love the
そう
felt
私
stuffy.
のちっぽけな気持ちだ。
It's just my tiny
そ
pride.
れをなくしたら私は私でなくなる気がする。貴様のあがく姿を見物してやろう。
She loves to observe struggles.
せいぜいわらわを驚かせられるほど道化。私はこのコインで勝負をかけてくるぜ。
I want to see it.
人形が詰まって出てこない。
Oh no.
ここはかの有名な同人誌即売会おうレム
The Apple Man?
参加かよ
どうぞ手に取ってみてください。
This is incredible.
My mind's trying to wrap around like who's here selling, you know?
Yeah.
Who are the creators?
姉様は今外を回ってくると言って帰ってきません。
あの格好のまま外なんて回ったらカメラ小僧の格好の的だぜ
姉様は素敵ですから。
普通女の子は書いた本を男の子に読まれるの嫌がるもんだけど
スバル君に隠し事はしません。
It's gonna be all about him.
どれどれこれはレムの本か
はい、レムの本です。
姉様のは
間に合いませんでした。
イメージ
That makes
Tracks.
sense.
するぜまあいいやタイトルはレムの英雄だ嫌な予感がするぜ
前向きなところが素敵です。スバル君はすぐ花瓶を割っちゃいます。
Birds flying everywhere.
スバル君の乱れた髪の毛が好きです。あと
How many has she sold
スバル
so
君の
far?
絵が好きですスバル君の寝顔が好きです
自分のことを嫌いだってそう言うなら、スバル君のいいところがこんなにあるって、
Oh,
レムが知ってるってことを知ってほしくなったん
so
です。
sweet.
それを本にして世界中に広めようとしなくてもいいよね
Yes, she did.
どれくらい売れたのゼロだ
Exactly.
当たり
Uh,
前だけどさ
No one else wants to know the Subaru you see.
一からいいえ
from square one, no from oh my
言
god.
葉がすごい勢いで台無しになってる気がするぞおい
Empathetically ruining a great line.
あるよ。なんだか私の地位がすごい気がするの。
I highly doubt that would ever actually happen.
What, like fan rankings?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Otto, is the Battle Hunter selling
Keychains
lungs?
of organs.
人々はこのようなものが好きなので収穫は
The day of the battle.
者たちはとても大衆受けが良いということが分かっ
お耳男の子に渋いヒゲの老人好きな人にはたまらないだろう
そういう目で見たことがないのでな。目つきの鋭いジャージ萌えというジャンルは見つからなかったぞ。
出ます
誰かと思えばグブツがおるわ。
プリシラなんでお前がここに
釣りを開いておると聞いた。ならばわらわが物見湯さんに足を運んでも
The
おかしく
spectacle.
はある。
Where are the suffering people?
ならねえ
産物だかわいせつ物だか言われて足を
No.
運んでな捨ててきた。
Oh,
それにしても
よーしストップ世のお友達が傷つくこと言っちゃいそうだから発言禁止
貴様にわらわの発言を禁ずる権利などなかなか面白い。妄想を書物に購入する者、珍奇な格好をしている者、さまざまなボングが情熱という名のもとに時代を築いておる。さすがのわ
いやかなり前向きな評価
she
が
loves
多いんだ
art,
ぜ
you know?
わらわを誰と
She
心得る
appreciates art
三
and
千世界
beautiful
に比べ
things.
るものなき高貴にして至高のプリシラ
すげえカリスマ
ソ。さて、わらわはこれからあちらの会場に行く。
あっちは確かいかんあっちは俺の年齢的にアウトなものがいっぱいとは見たいけど見ちゃいけないものがたくさんあって
見ていいものかどうかはわらわの目で判断する。地面に突っ伏しておる。
It's your default position in front of Priscilla.
来るに決まっている。
Oh no!
Oh no.
日本にあるおねとは何じゃ。
知らねえ
嘘だな。
これ絶対ご褒
Beach episode.
We're finally getting a beach episode.
そんなに
Oh, I love his bathing suit.
あいやクルシさんの水着ってかっ
素直で口差がないのはスバル君の魅力ですから。
レムっておおレムの水着姿も破壊力ば
お嫁さんにしたいなんて照れます。
可愛いけどそこまで言って
I
いいよ
didn't say that.
構わずそんな風に言っていては誤解を生みますよ。様とレムだけにするべきです。
And
And
me.
me.
グイグイ来る
せっかくですからスイカ割りでもしませんか。
Please.
たくさんできるようにいっぱい持ってき
You
ま
had
す。
watermelon juice the other
まず
day.
レムさん頼もしい クルシさん右だ右。
そんな虚言に私は騙されない。私の力を。
まさかこっちの世界でも風見の加護が。
でも
Yes
成果の位置がなんとなくわかる。
加護関係なかった。回目をなかったことにしたよね。
お見事です。でもレムも負けませんよ。
Oh my god.
We're not gonna be able to eat this watermelon.
はいスバルくんスイカ割り用です。
スイカ割りを。
It's not for that.
スイカ割り用です。
Jesus Christ.
Now there's all sand in it.
これやったら売り物にならん。
I love that they kept a hat with her bathing suit outfit.
お前が売ってやがったのか。
なんてやったりしてへんよ。
K の発言。嘘の
A wind of untruth.
今回も絶対ご褒美会だよ。絶対ご褒美会だよ。
We deserve
思
rewards.
ってるのにこの状況とは。
Who buried us?
その10
砂浜で。
どうやら気がついたよねバル。
どういう
That-
ことだ。
yeah.
どうって見たまんまよ。
こんな嫌がらせよ。
違うのよスバル。
エミリアタン。
スバルが日焼けしたまま寝ち
Oh,
ゃ
to
って。
protect you from the sun.
そのまま寝ちゃってたのか。
そうなの。太陽から守ってやったのよ。
日傘という選択肢はなかったんだ。
If it was anyone else, I would totally believe it was to protect him from the sun. In a naive way.
Amelia believed it.
少しは疑うことを覚えよう。
Be more
ここ
suspicious.
まで動けないのはな。
It's like
そ
you.
ろそろ何とかしてくれると嬉しいんだけど。
ラムも手伝って。はいエミリア様。気づかなくてごめんね。
あ、いやエミリアタンが謝る必要はないよ。
マナコで今の状況を凝視してごらんなさい。
あ、何を言って。
バルスそれもこれも
それもこれもラムさん。いや、
どうしたの？
なんでもないよエミリアタン。
バルスはエミリア様の胸を凝視
Don't
しすぎて
tell her.
的に興奮してしまったのです。
それこの状況でバラします。エミリアタン、いや別に大意はないんだ。誤解っていうかなんていうか。
本当に心配しちゃう。
She's just glad you're okay.
Yeah.
怪我とか病気じゃないなら。
Oh.
ここまでエミリア様がお子様だとバルスも大変ね。
ハードルは高ければ高い方が。
How are babies made?
I love the sunglasses on Ram.
Do you see the tan on
Yeah.
his face?
恐ろしい予感しか
Do you have any watermelon?
とりあえず買ってってくれる？全部。
無知猛邁にして天下不滅の無一文。
お出口はあちらになります。
悪かった無一文じゃねえから
これそういえばええんや。
予想通りとはいえ全く迷いのないその発言にさすがの俺も
何が欲しい？
普通にコーラ買いに来ただけだよ。
炭酸うちも好きやな。それにきっつい炭酸と一緒に食べるホットスナック。
すごいわかる。
そういえば今ホットスナック全品 10% オフやったかも。
Nice.
じゃあフライドチキンください。
今ホットスナックとおにぎりをセットで買うと
Just adding up that price tag.
入荷してすぐなくなるんやけど。
She's just really good at selling things.
Yeah.
Don't believe a word she says.
She's like a real estate agent.
あ、それも買うか。
800円以上買うと。
Oh no.
ここだけの話、当たりが多いから引かんと損や。
She's way too good at
足
this.
しとくか。
しょっぱいものには甘いもん。
He's even suggesting it.
誰も勝てへんはずや。合計10万円です。
This store is gonna stay in business for so long. They're rich.
Look at the watch and the phone. What kind of media?
そんな金ねえよ。
コンビニというやつか。が生意気に爆買いしておるな。この口車にあえて乗ってやる。この店のものすべてわらわによこせ。
Everything in the store.
外に車と小遣いがおる。早々に積み込め。ほらほらお兄さんどいてな。商品？このお姫様が買ってくれるんや。
Subaru lucked out, honestly. He kind of lucked out.
He doesn't get a cola.
存在すら。
Yeah, but it's better than not being able to afford all the stuff he was gonna have to buy.
I think this is my favorite drawing.
She looks so cute.
Can you do one of me being Subaru and you being Anastasia?
いらっしゃいませ。
Amelia's time.
このシチュー。
どうしたの
Buy it.？
こっちをじーっと見て。
いや
タバコは子供が吸っちゃダメよ。背が伸びなくなるんだから。ソフトクリーム？
いいね。エミリアタンがソフトクリームをくるくる回して作る姿とか。
すごくいやらしい顔してる。
そんなことないよ。よし、ソフトクリームで。
ソフトクリームね。待ってて、奥で作ってくるから。
No!
そうだった。このコンビニは奥で
I knew there was gonna be a catch. Either she wasn't gonna be the one doing it, or who's the...
店長の僕です。
I shouldn't have even
Yeah.
started to ask who the manager was.
動物をコンビニ内に入れちゃダメなんだぞ。
それより他に何か買わないのかい？
ちょっと腹も減ってるが。
Gotta get something salty for your
ちょうど
sweet
お腹
snack.
が空いててさ、何か買って僕に分けてくれると嬉しいな。
Like the
An
omelet?
omelet.
人の分買わなきゃいけないんだよ。
店的には売り上げも欲しいし、気には何か分けて欲しいし。
Yeah, manager and a friend.
でけえ声あげんなよ。うるせえよ。
フライドチキンください。
こいつ直接脳内に。
店長もスバルもどうしたの？フライドチキン買って僕に食べさせてく
Wow,
れるって。
so
How
nice.
generous.
ねえよ。
スバルが買ったものを僕たちに分け与える。
With
ということは
us.
今
Us.
リアが作ったソフトクリームをリアに可能ということだ。
まさかソフトクリームを。
そういうことだよ。
Puck.
なんか二人とも企んでる顔してる。
今日は俺が食べたいものをおごるよ。
フライドチキン100個ください。
多いわ。
僕も来たのよ。
いらっしゃいませがそんな言い回しに。リプチ。
Sometimes there are restaurants people go to where the staff is mean to you and
Yeah.
they like it.
俺は本屋でダラダラ欲しいものを探して悩むのが好きな男。インからの早く帰れオーラなどには。
They're going to all of my favorite places in these petite shorts.
でうろうろするつもりなのよ。お前に売るいやらしい本などないか
Get out.
ちょっと諦めてくれるかしら。
俺爽やか純情ダイナマイト捕まえて。
皮ごともそこまでなのよ。そんなやから打ちのめすべくアルバイトを
Security.
やったのかしら。
嘘かまことか真実は私と共に。
なんか嘘判定キャラとして登場しすぎじゃないですか。
この娘にかかれば、お前がいやらしい本の表紙をチラで買う勇気もなくうろうろしようとしてたかどうかわかるのよ。
シチュエーションが
Loitering.
限定的だぞ。
この男の真の心を読んでおやりなさいなのよ。
承知した。みょんみょんみょんみょんみょんみょんみょん。
その擬音って流行ってる。
みょんみょんみょんみょん。K はそういう気持ちで今日本屋に来たわけではないようだ。
かしら。
Cleared.
ほら見ろ。見に来るために本屋に長居したりしねえんだよ。
それは嘘だな。今回はそうでなかっただけで
Simply was
Just
not the
today.
case today.
あるようだ。
墓穴。
だならさっさと買ってさっさと帰るのよ。
わかったよ。買うよ。もう買
What are
う
you
よ。
gonna buy?
俺が買いたいのはこれだ。
これは
ゼロから始める異世界生活。俺はこれを買いに来たんだ。
えんくさい言い方かしら。
そんなことはねえよ。このゼロから始める異世界生活は小説やアニメでも絶賛展開されているんだぜ。
やけに宣伝臭い文言なのよ。
That's
ちょっと
crazy.
テンション高くて少しあれだと感じることもあるが、そう言ったらハマっちゃうくらい面白いんだぜって言ってて、なぜか傷つく俺。
本当に傷ついているようだ。
もういい
嘘は言っていないようだ。
ですよ。
みんなお店に来てくれるって。
当然だよ。
So supportive.
ゼロから始める異世界生活の DVD
DVDs and Blu-rays.
すごく張り切ってたわね。
猫の手も借りたいってが。
スバルくん、約束通り買いに来ましたよ。バルス、
ラム
仕方ないから来てやったのよ。
ベアコまで。
予約していたものはちゃんと用意できているの？
ああ、任せておけ。こいつこの世界にも出てくる。
What?
ついて何も言ってないのに。
Satella's
She wants to
browsing
buy.
too.
she wants-
それはゼロから始める異世界生活ブルーレイディスク。豪華な特典がいっぱいついてます。
What are these fabulous bonus
この
gifts?
世界は俺しかいないから誰も突っ込まない。レジにお金置いてる。自分で袋に入れて持ってった。
Honestly, she did so much. So nice.
Where'd the money come from?
Paid and bagged it herself.
ここにお金が。
で、お客さんが払っていったよ。
私、ありがとうございましたって言ってない。支払い。
Payment of the
レム
witch.
拾いにくい独り言やめて。
で、ラムのブルーレイはどこ？
ラムにロズッチ用と合わせて2枚、レムに1枚、エミリアタンに1枚で。俺の分がね、多めに取っておいたの。
Well,
Oh no.
スバルが休憩している間に売りさばいた僕で
to who?
バック
Yeah. Who'd you sell it to?
I'm gonna think it's Reinhardt.
何を言っているのかわからないけど、今からみんなで一緒に見ればいいと思うの。
Yeah.
It's been too long.
スバルくんと一緒に見たいです。
レム
仕方ないから一緒に見てやる。
Oh.
みんなで一緒に鑑賞しようじゃないか。
おお、
ただこの DVD ブルーレイを
最後にそれを言うのは何かの力が働いているの？
This is why we're scared of watching the fan subs. Okay, that was Rezero Shorts, Petite, Season 1. I love that we were isekai'd immediately into another world where Amelia's our teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of
good
expect.
introduction.
Yeah, I kind of
world.
expected to stay within the world of like school going
School
forward,
life.
but I'm so glad that the settings changed.
It changed to some of my favorite locations to go in the real world, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, man, I wish that if I did something bad in school, I would have just been sent out into the hallway.
To-
When I was in high school, they would like our detentions were called
Ooh.
jugs. Judgment under God is what it stood for. And it was awful. I only had one jug, and it was given to me for I was on the highway driving home and saw one of my friends, and I flipped him off because we were stupid and young and immature, and we flipped each other off on the highway outside of school. But apparently a guidance counselor saw me do it, and he gave me a jug, made me walk to my car and scratch off my high school sticker on the back of the car because I was a disgrace to the high school. And then during the judgment under God, I was put up against a chalkboard, and then they drew a line like about where my eyebrows are, and I needed to stand on my tippy toes so that my nose was over that line for an hour. That was my version of Subaru getting sent out into the hallway, and I'm jealous.
The only punishment I ever got in school was a fake punishment because I was thought to be a goody two-shoes, and one of my teachers thought it would be really funny because he was a jokester. I lost my voice, and so all class he keeps being like, "Oh my gosh, Anna, stop talking, we're trying to learn here," and he kept playing up this bit that I was like talking a lot, and like fun, yeah, until he thought it would be even extra funny. And yes, this was really funny, but I was very scared at the time. He wrote me a detention slip, like he wrote me a detention and had me walk to the office with that slip, and then I had to obviously I couldn't talk, I lost my voice, and so we had this like exchange with the lady at the front desk for a second, me and her, and you could hear my teacher, because he was like right down the hall from the office, he was like looking out the door like laughing the whole time. My class was laughing, so like the front desk lady, like she picked up on what had happened and then just like sent me back to my class, and that was the only like time I was ever written up or detention.
We've had very different experiences in school. Okay, do you have like a shining star from the Petite episodes that comes through for you?
Yes, I do, and I think it's purely because of the attention to detail and the actual background of the short.
Okay.
It was short Petite 5 dits, and the background is all the like arcade machines, slot machines, and for the most part, each slot machine that is not really covered too much by a character has things going on throughout the episode, even when other things are happening on the screen, like the Reinhardt Divine Protections are kind of taking up a lot of the screen. Things are still going on in the background.
Yeah.
So one of the machines has like Witches Cult members, cool, and obviously a few of them have like Betelgeuse kind of things. But the last one is a slot machine that switches different iterations of characters throughout the entire short. And I was like looking over at it, is so like, oh my god, the attention to detail here, especially like what got me was when there was like a Reinhardt bit on the screen, and it took up most of the screen, but I'm still seeing the slot machine on the side switching between different characters.
I needed to like stop looking at it because I missed a line. I was like, okay, Ben, focus. I gotta focus. I think one of my favorite bits in the entire Petite series came from the whole game side of things, and it was Amelia thinking that the coin machine was a game, and it was so pure and genuine and the most Amelia thing in the world, but it's also like the best game you could ever play. You're never losing money playing it.
Yeah, we did play with her being naive quite a bit in some of these shorts,
and Ram being so like four ahead thinking, you know?
Yeah, someone to be suspicious of. I had heard you during, I don't know where the camera cut out, but I was saying that I thought that I had heard you say something like Amelia being naive reminded you of me. I don't know if I misheard that. Did I mishear that?
No, I was specifically like under the idea that she was convinced that this would help Subaru. So she was like, it so much so that she stopped Subaru from berating Ram for doing this and being like, no, we did this to help you. She did that. She came up with this to help you. And the idea of someone like convincing you that this is the most beneficial, sweet, generous thing in the world to do, and you just accepting it right then and there, not like thinking about, oh, like logistically, does this make sense? Would in my opinion, would this be beneficial to the person? No, this person said it would, so you 100% agree and go forward with it.
The fact that I believe people is where I fall short a lot of the time.
Yeah. I also really liked the short when we're talking the self-promotions. I liked all of them, but specifically the one in terms of the manga. Anne and I don't read a lot of manga, obviously. The ones that we do are really like obscure, old, that don't probably have an anime.
And if they do, the anime is more like niche, hardly. No.
Yeah. But however, one thing that we do like to do is collect manga. So the obscure anime that we like, or like there are a couple like Bloom Into You that we weren't able to watch on the channel, but is one of my favorite series in the world. So I have all of the manga for them. And then sometimes when we're out, if we're at like Barnes & Noble or Books A Million, and we see first manga volume of one of the shows we were able to watch on the channel, we don't read it, but we buy it and we put it on our bookshelf.
We buy first volumes of the shows that we've started watching on this channel.
And
it
cherish
just feels like a special kind of commemoration like moment. Like, oh, we're always gonna have this kind of treasure of what it was, of like the journey of watching this show.
Yeah, and then once it inevitably comes to its completion, hopefully, I cannot wait for the day that I'd be able to go back and read them all. I don't think we have anything for ReZero at the moment, which is devastating, because I don't know why we wouldn't have, but
it's normally when we see a volume 1, and oftentimes the volume 1 at stores is the one that isn't there.
Yeah.
And you'll see maybe like 2, 3, 6, volume, but
Yeah,
never
you're
really
right.
volume 1.
Well, my shining star that I'm going to give out to one character in particular for the shorts that we watched today is Priscilla. I don't know. I might have to go back and like rewatch our reactions to when Priscilla first appeared within ReZero, because it might have just been this last season of ReZero that Priscilla has become one of my favorite characters in the universe, and every time that we got to see her on screen here was fantastic, and I loved seeing her drag Subaru to go see books that they shouldn't be reading.
She had very big, like, her moments that she did have, though sparse, at least in like the beginning of ReZero, were really impactful, and I feel like really good glimpses maybe into starting to unpack her as a character, but kind of understanding what her presence was going to be like in the series whenever she was actually kind of center stage. But to get what we've gotten in now that we've seen more content of her, she's definitely like, it makes it more exciting to see her pop up in these shorts now.
Yeah. All right. My last thing talking about these for the moment is telling you my favorite short.
Oh, okay.
I have one. It was close. I adored number 5, which you had already brought up. But my favorite short was number 7, From Zero.
Okay.
With Rem showing the book that she had written.
She was writing
about Subaru. And I just love just the meta of it, and them referencing the whole From Zero line and the idea that popularity would be shifting.
Yeah, and she wasn't really doing that line justice in Subaru's mind. It makes sense a lot that Ram missed the deadline, but that she was totally willing to have her picture taken. I would say I have one question. During, obviously, episode 7, episode 8 kind of took place at a convention.
Yeah.
Who do you think was more popular between Wilhelm or Felis? With the crowd of people here.
I would be in line for Wilhelm, but Felis for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. For sure.
I think so. Krush was like a little bit like, what? Kind of surprised by the popularity of her closest companions.
Surprise. The biggest surprise in this entire section was that it was Puck who brought out the omelet and not Felis. I would have bet my entire life on it being Felis, and it was Puck, and I loved it.
I was waiting that entire short. I was waiting for Felis to come out, and that to be the theme of the cafe. Like, I thought I knew what they were doing. They did a maid cafe for the short before. I thought I knew what was happening, and I did not know what was happening.
All right. You good?
Yep.
Thank you, Principal Puck. See you guys next time for ReZero Shorts Season 2. I'm excited. Break time. Let's go. You ready?
Yeah.
Sweet. Thank you guys for watching. Sweet. Let's just end it there.
Let's just end it there.